most common notes writers get from editors is raise the stakes. And usually when writers hear that, they immediately think bigger danger, bigger twists, more explosions, more drama. But higher stakes are not necessarily about making the story bigger. They're about making the connection and the consequences feel more personal to your reader. Because a car chase can have low stakes, and a quiet conversation over dinner can completely devastate your readers. In this video, I want to break down what editors actually mean when they say raise the stakes, why some scenes feel emotionally flat even when technically things are happening, and how you can immediately apply this to your own draft. Hi, I'm Ella from Pin and Polish. I'm a fiction editor, and one of the biggest patterns I see in drafts is that the plot itself is functioning, but the emotional consequence underneath the plot isn't fully connecting to the character, and usually that's where stakes start feeling weak. What stakes actually are? At its core, stakes answer one question: what becomes more painful if the character fails? And that's it. And yes, sometimes that pain can be physical, but more often the strongest stakes are emotional, relational, or internal. Things like identity, belonging, trust, self-worth, love, grief, shame, hope. Readers don't feel tension simply because something dangerous is happening. They feel the tension because they understand what the event truly means to the character. And this is why some stories feel incredibly intense, even when very little is actually happening on the surface, because the emotional cost is clear. Big events can still have low stakes. Let's talk about why bigger does not automatically mean higher stakes. Imagine a scene where a city is under attack. Technically, the stakes are huge. Thousands of lives are at risk, but if the reader doesn't emotionally understand what the protagonist personally stands to lose, the scene can feel strangely flat. Now compare that to our quiet dinner conversation where a character realizes that their relationship with their friend may not actually survive the secret that they have to tell them. Objectively, yes, the scale is much smaller, but emotionally, the stakes may feel enormous because the reader understands what this relationship means, what losing it could destroy, and what fear or wound is being exposed underneath the scene. So remember, stakes are not measured by volume. They're measured by consequence. The most common stake problems. One of the biggest mistakes that I see is that writers explain why something matters objectively, but not why it matters specifically to this character. So for example, she has to save the kingdom. Perfect, great, okay, we've got a plot. But emotionally, where are the stakes at in that? We want to know and understand what failure to save the kingdom might mean to the character. Maybe if she fails, she becomes exactly the person that her mother always thought she was. Someone who's weak, selfish, and capable. Or maybe saving the kingdom means sacrificing the one relationship that ever made her feel safe. Either way, now suddenly the conflict is connected to emotional consequence, and that's where stories start feeling powerful. The secret to stronger stakes. Here's the easiest way to strengthen stakes in almost any scene. Connect the external conflict to the internal wound. This is the shift that makes scenes feel emotionally alive, because now the character isn't just fighting to accomplish a task. They're fighting against fear, against shame, against abandonment, against becoming someone they never wanted to become. Let's say your character needs to win a competition. On its own, that might not create that much emotional pressure. But if losing confirms this deep-seated fear they've had all along that they'll never be enough, well, now every scene carries emotional weight. And that external plot starts pressing against the internal vulnerability. How you can apply this to your own draft. So when you're revising your story, here's a few questions I want you to ask. What is my character afraid of losing? What emotional consequences sits beneath the surface here? If they fail, what changes internally? And what identity, relationship, belief, or hope is being threatened here? And most importantly, is the reader actually feeling that pressure, or are they just reading the words about it on the page? because readers connect most deeply when that conflict feels personal, not dangerous, personal. So next time you hear raise the stakes, don't immediately think bigger explosions, bigger twists, more chaos and danger. Start instead by looking closer at consequences. Ask yourself, what would emotionally devastate this specific character? And honestly, that's often the difference between a scene that a reader technically understands and a scene that readers feel. If this helped you think differently about your draft and about stakes, subscribe for more fiction editing tips and storytelling videos. And if you want to learn how to elevate your story like an editor instead of just guessing your way through revisions, that's exactly what I teach in my course. So subscribe and check the link in my bio. Happy writing and editing, and thank you for watching.